Hello friends, welcome to Bankers Platform. Today we have come again with new questions for the bank promotion exam with special reference to Indian Overseas Bank. So let's start friends, our set of 50 questions. So before starting friends, please like the video and share the video with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefit of this video, and subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. So let's start friends. Most expected questions for IOB promotion exam. So friends, today I have made 50 questions. So I would request all of you that you should keep notebook with you and you should write 1 to 50 counting on your notebook, and you should write the answer yourself first and check your preparation level so that you will be able to know that how much preparation is done of yours. So let's begin friends with our first question. So our first question is, what is the ATM field transaction recredit time? If a person's account is in a person account, if ATM transaction is failed, so within how many days that money should come back in the account? So what's the timeline? So the correct answer of this question is 5 calendar year, 5 calendar days. Okay friends, so 5 calendar day is the correct answer. Within 5 days the money should go in the account. So if money will not go in the account, then what will happen? If within 5 days the money will not get recredited, so there will be a penalty. So that penalty is 100 rupees per day. After 5 days there will be penalty of 100 rupees per day. So let's move to question number 2. DD. This is related to DD friends. When a DD becomes unclaimed, it goes to unclaimed balance. If there is a DD, when it will go to unclaimed balance? So the correct answer of this question is 3 years. A DD goes to unclaimed balance after 3 years. Our next question is, what is the penalty if there is a shortfall of annual guarantee fee in CGTMSC? If there is a shortfall, like we have to pay the annual guarantee fee and we have paid less fee, so what will be the penalty? So the correct answer of this question is 4%. 4% plus bank rate. Whatever will be the 4% plus bank rate will be the rate which is penalty for shortfall in AGF. Our next question is, what is the present repo rate and reverse repo rate? So the present repo and reverse repo rate, we have to give the answer. So the correct answer is 4%. 4% is present repo rate and the reverse repo rate is 3.35%. Let's move to next question. What is the maximum interest subvention in day NRLM? In day NRLM, what is the maximum interest subvention we are providing? Government is providing how much maximum interest subvention? So the correct answer of this question is 5.5%. This is the maximum interest subvention that a person can get in day NRLM scheme. So our next question is, what is the minimum and maximum amount for revolving fund in NRLM scheme? If there is a revolving fund is sanctioned, so how much fund will be there? The correct answer is 10,000 to 15,000 rupees. That is the minimum and maximum of revolving fund for a self-help group. So next question is, what under Copra Act, what is the national commission limit? Up to what amount we go to national commission? So the correct answer is above 10 crore. Above 10 crore we have to go to national commission for the cases of Consumer Protection Act. Our next question is, what is the provisioning in unsecured DA1 account? If a doubtful one account is there, so how much provisioning we have to do? That is unsecured. So the correct answer is 100%. So we have to do 100% provisioning. Our next question is, what is the risk weight on exposure of capital market? What is the risk weight on exposure of capital market? The correct answer of this question is 125%. Our next question is, what is the collateral free loan package for business? So under Atmanirbhar Bharat, how much amount is kept for collateral free loan package for business, which we are providing under GCL? So that is 3 lakh rupees. Sorry, 3 lakh crore. 3 lakh crore. So friends, let's move to next question. Let's Next question is bit calculative. So I would like to request you that you should calculate this and give the answer. Profitable before tax. Profit before tax is 180, tax paid 50, and annual installment of term loan is 60, interest on term loan is 30, and depreciation is 20. So what will be the DSCR, debt service coverage ratio? So you have to solve this question and then give the answer. So you can pause the video and solve the question, and then you can see the video and I'll providing the answer. So the correct answer of this question is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. So if you want the calculation, 2 is to 1 is the correct answer. For calculation, what we have to do, see friends, first is there we have profit before tax, and tax is 50. So we have to subtract profit before tax 180 minus 50. Then we'll be getting 130. 130 plus 130 plus 30, that is interest on term loan that we have to calculate. And the formula, you all would be knowing, the formula is profit plus depreciation plus interest on term loan. So profit is 130, then we have to add the interest on term loan, and then we have to add 20, that is the depreciation, and we have to divide by interest plus installment. Installment is 60, and 60 plus 30, so something will come like 180. 180 divided by 90, and our answer will be 2 is to 1. So this is the correct answer. So friends, 2 is to 1 is the ideal DSCR ratio also. And what is the acceptable DSCR ratio, or we can say what is the average DSCR ratio we can consider? That is 1.5 is to 1, and minimum we can consider up to 1.2. So let's move to next question. After taking over possession of security, the bank wants to sell the same. Before sale, how many days notice is required to be given to borrower and guarantor? This is under SARFAESI. So how much period is there? How many days notice is required? So the correct answer of this question is 30 days. We have to give the 30 days notice. Next question is, maximum interest can be charged under GECL scheme. So what is the maximum interest that we can charge under GECL scheme? And that is 9.25% per annum. This is the maximum interest that we can charge. So the next question is, under PM Swanidhi scheme, what is the interest subsidy? What is the interest subsidy timeline? Up to what time this interest subsidy will be given? So it will be given up to 31st March 2022. And you all would be knowing that how much money we can sanction under PM Swanidhi, that is 10,000 rupees. So let's move to next question. Next question is, in IOB COVID WCDL agree, what is the maximum loan we can provide? So the maximum loan that we can provide, that is 10 crore rupees. and that is we can provide 10% of the limit and maximum up to 10 crore rupees. So next question is, what is the maximum sum assured in Corona Kavach policy? So what will be the maximum sum assured? So the maximum sum assured is rupees 5 lakh. So up to 5 lakh rupees sum assured is available in Corona Kavach. And in this, if we'll check out what is the minimum, that is minimum amount is 50,000. So let's move to next question. Question number 17. Shipment of goods after receiving advance payment. If a exporter has received the advance payment, so within how many days he has to ship the goods? So the correct answer of this question is within 1 year. Within 1 year, a person has to make the shipment after receiving the advance payment. So let's move to next question, friends. Our next question is, what is the applicant age of PMJJBY, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana? In this, what will be the applicant age, minimum and maximum applicant age? So the correct answer of this question is 18 to 50 years. So we can take the candidates who has 18 to 50 years for PMJJBY. And up to what period we can renew this policy? That is up to 55 years. So let's move to next question. Question number 19. What is the minimum amount of commercial paper? So the minimum amount for which commercial paper can be issued, that is rupees 5 lakh. Rupees 5 lakh. Our next question is RTA reply. If we have to give RTA reply, if information related to life and liberty of a person, so then within how much time we have to give the reply? As we know that in RTA we have to give the reply within 30 days. But in this case, in RTA reply for the information related to life and liberty, we have to give the reply within 48 hours. So let's move to next question. What is the minimum paid up capital of private limited company? So the minimum paid up capital, that is 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees is the minimum paid up capital for private limited. And if the question comes for public limited, that is 5 lakh rupees. So let's move to next question. We, as you all know, friends, we take the 15 GNH form from the customers. So what, for how much time we have to retain that form with us? So the correct answer of this question is for 7 years. For 7 years, we have to keep the 15 GNH form in our records. So our next question is, what is the tenor of deposit in Sukanya Samriddhi? In Sukanya Samriddhi, for how much tenor we can deposit the amount? The correct answer of this question is up to 21 years. So let's move to next question. That is a bit of numerical question. In this, NWC, net working capital of a firm, is 200 lakh and its current liability is 400 lakh, and we have to calculate the amount of current asset and current ratio. So this is a very easy question, friends. So please pause the video and solve the question and give the answer yourself. So I will also be giving you the answer. So for solving this question, we have to see what is the formula for NWC, net working capital. Net working capital formula, as we know, is current asset minus current liability. So from here only you can get 200 is equal to CA minus 400, and from here we can get CA is equal to 600, and then rest is very easy. Current ratio, you all would be knowing that current ratio is CR is equal to current asset upon current liability. So for that you have to take 600 upon 400, and that will be 1.5. 5. So this is the correct answer. So friends, some numericals are also asked in the exams. So please make sure that you have done the practice on that so that you can easily solve them. So next question is question number 25th, that is pre-shipment credit is available in which type of LC? In which type of LC pre-shipment credit is available? So the correct answer of this question is it is available in red clause LC. It is available in red clause LC. If red clause LC is there, in that we get the pre-shipment credit. Our next question is when ownership is with the borrower but possession is with the bank, what type of charge we create? So the correct answer of this question is pledge. Pledge is the charge that we create in which the ownership is with the borrower but possession is with the bank, like in the case of jewel loan. Our next question is what is the risk weight in advances backed by state government guarantee? If there is a state government guarantee is given in some advances, so how much risk weight we are going to keep? So the correct answer of this question is 20%. Friends, there one more question can be asked, that if central government guarantee is there, then how much risk weight we have to keep? So at that time we have to keep no risk weight. Okay, then nil risk weight. Let's move to next question. Next question, limitation period for filing case for reinforcing the mortgage. Reinforcing the mortgage. So the limitation period is of 12 years. Limitation period for filing case for enforcing mortgage, that is 12 years. Our next question is it is also a bit numerical type of question. Bank has guaranteed a loan of rupees 80 lakh to MSC retail trade unit of a woman enterprise. So in case the loan becomes NPA, what is the amount of guarantee cover that would be available to this loan? So you have to calculate how much guarantee cover we are going to get. So as we know, for retail trade we get 50%. For retail trade we get 50% cover. So the correct answer of this question will be 40 lakh. Let's move to next question. What is the provisioning on housing loan standard asset? If a standard asset is there, housing loan, so how much provisioning we have to make for that? So the correct answer of this question is 0.25%. 0.25% provisioning is required in the standard housing loan. So let's move to next question. Next question is rate of interest of sovereign gold bond. What is the rate of interest that is given in the sovereign gold bond scheme? So the correct answer of this question is 2.5%. So I hope so, friend, you all are giving your answers yourself and also checking out your score. And also you have to comment your score in the comment section after finishing this session. Our next question is DRI loan. If we are going the DRI loan, what is the income criteria for giving the DRI loan? The correct answer of this question is rupees 18,000 for rural and rupees 24,000 for urban. That is per annum and per annum income. 18,000 for rural and 24,000 for urban. Our next question is what is the APY age limit? What is the minimum and maximum age limit of the person for whom we can do the APY? So the correct answer of this question is 18 to 40 years. Our next question is, friend, what is the minimum quantum of pre-approved housing loan? Like if somebody has come to you and he is asking for pre-approved housing loan, so what is the minimum quantum? What is the minimum amount for which we can give this pre-approved housing loan? So that is 10 lakh rupees. So we can give minimum 10 lakh rupees for pre-approved housing loan. Our next question is IOB Gharonda. In IOB Gharonda scheme, what is the carpet area for MIG 2? So the carpet area for MIG2 is 200 square meter. Our next question is, what is the margin in IOB Scholar Scheme? So the margin in IOB Scholar Scheme is 25%. So we have to take 25% margin in IOB Scholar Scheme. If you talk about Vidya Jyoti, in that we have to take 5% for study in India and 15% for study in abroad. So let's move to next question. Next question is maximum loan in Padho Pradesh. This is Padho Pradesh. What is the maximum loan amount that can be given in the scheme Padho Pradesh? So the correct answer of this question is 20 lakh rupees. So we can give 20 lakh rupees for Padho Pradesh scheme. Our next question is, what is the repayment in IOB Passion? What is the repayment period in IOB Passion? That is 60 months. Our next question is, what is the maximum amount in IOB SME Mahila Plus scheme? What is the maximum amount you can give? And that is 2 crore rupees. Up to 2 crore rupees you can give. Our next question is vetting of documents. Up to what limits we have to go for vetting of documents? So that is 1 crore and above. For the loans 1 crore and above, we have to go for vetting of documents. So let's move to next question, that is sanction limit is 90 and stocks are 100, creditor 20 and margin is 25%. So you have to calculate DP. So friends, this is a very easy question. You can very easily solve this question and give me the answer, and the correct answer for this question will be 60. As the sanction limit is 90, stock is 100, credited 20. So 100 minus 20, that is 80, and 25% of 80 we will see, and this will be the answer. 25% of 80 is 20, and 80 minus 20, that is 60 is our answer. We don't have to see anything with the limit because limit is 90, but as per the stock statement, as per the stock, DP is 60. Let's move to next question, that is branch can sanction fresh loan up to which IOB rating? Up to which IOB rating branch can sanction a fresh loan? The correct answer of this question is IOB 7. Let's move to next question, friends. RAM rating. What is the account limit for which we have to go for RAM rating? So the correct answer of this question is 1 crore and above. 1 crore and above. We have to go for RAM rating. Let's move to next question. What is the validity of IOB gift card? So the validity of IOB gift card is 1 year. And our next question is loan secure insurance policy. What is the sum assured? What is the sum assured available in loan secure insurance policy? So what is the minimum? You can also give the answer like minimum and maximum amount. So minimum amount will be 50,000 and the maximum will be 3 crore rupees. So let's move to next question. Next question is discount in IOB healthcare if taken for 3 years. If somebody takes the 3-year policy of healthcare, so how much discount he is going to get? The correct answer for this question is 10% discount. And if a person takes for 2 years, so that person is going to get 5% discount. So let's move to next question, friends. Next question is cash withdrawal limit of Visa Gold debit card. What is the cash withdrawal limit of Visa Gold debit card? So the correct answer of this question is rupees 30,000. So 30,000 is the cash withdrawal limit per day. Now our next question is maximum loan for solar energy project. How much we can give under priority sector? Maximum we can give any amount, but how much amount will be covered under priority sector? So the correct answer of this question is rupees 15 crore. So up to 15 crore amount will be covered, will be considered in priority sector. Our next question is, what is the penalty for non-compliance of currency chest guideline by RBI. Guideline by RBI. So how much penalty will be there? So the penalty is of rupees 5,000 for each irregularity. So 5,000 rupees for each irregularity is the penalty for non-compliance of currency chest guideline. So friends, let's move to last question of the day, that is cap on claim by CGTMSC. So what is the cap on the claim by CGTMSC? So the cap is two times of guarantee fund, two times of guarantee fee paid, sorry, two times of guarantee fee paid. So whatever the fee is paid by a bank, particular bank, that two times, and amount recovered and remitted to CGTMSC. So uh, as if we have remitted some if we have recovered some amount, so how much we have recovered and how much we have remitted to CGTMSC, and the guarantee fee which we have paid, so that much amount only we can claim from CGTMSC. So friends, this is the set of 50 questions. So I hope so friends, you all are getting benefited from these questions, and these questions are most expected questions for the coming promotion exam. So I hope so you all have marked your answers also, and if you have marked, so please share your score in the comment section, that how much marks you guys are getting. So I will be happy to see the comments. So friends, thank you. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and share the video with your friends, so that they can also get the benefit of this video, and subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. So thank you sir, thank you friends, thanks for watching, and best of luck for your preparation and for your exam.